The story of dynamite and the Nobel Prize is a fascinating tale of innovation, tragedy, and legacy. It involves the life of Alfred Nobel, the invention of dynamite, the challenges faced during its development and production, and the eventual establishment of the Nobel Prize. Below is a detailed narrative that covers these aspects. The story of dynamite and the Nobel Prize. Introduction. Alfred Nobel and the quest for stability. Alfred Nobel, a Swedish chemist, engineer, and inventor, is best known for inventing dynamite and establishing the Nobel Prize. Born in Stockholm in 1833, Nobel grew up in a family of engineers and inventors. His father, Emanuel Nobel, was an industrialist who worked on explosives, particularly nitroglycerin, a highly volatile liquid that had the potential to revolutionize construction and mining but was notoriously unstable and dangerous. Nobel's interest in explosives was sparked by his father's work, but he was determined to find a way to make nitroglycerin safer to handle and use. This quest led to the invention of dynamite, a groundbreaking innovation that would change the world, but not without significant challenges and controversies. The science behind dynamite, trinitroglycerin. At the heart of dynamite is trinitroglycerin (TNG), a powerful explosive compound. Nitroglycerin was first synthesized in 1847 by Italian chemist Ascanio Sobrero, who discovered its explosive properties but was horrified by its instability. Nitroglycerin is highly sensitive to shock, heat, and friction, making it extremely dangerous to produce, transport, and use. Nobel's breakthrough came when he found a way to stabilize nitroglycerin by mixing it with an absorbent material, such as diatomaceous earth, a type of sedimentary rock. This mixture created a paste that was much safer to handle but retained the explosive power of pure nitroglycerin. Nobel patented this invention in 1867, calling it dynamite from the Greek word dynamis, meaning power. The challenges of producing dynamite. While dynamite was a revolutionary invention, its production and use were fraught with challenges. 1. Safety issues. Nitroglycerin's instability made early production extremely hazardous. Factories often exploded, causing significant loss of life and property. Nobel himself faced personal tragedy when his younger brother, Emil, and several workers were killed in an explosion at their family factory in 1864. 2. Public opposition. The destructive potential of dynamite led to widespread fear and opposition. Many people viewed it as a tool of war and destruction rather than a means of progress. Nobel faced criticism for profiting from an invention that could cause immense harm. 3. Regulatory and legal challenges. Governments imposed strict regulations on the production and transportation of dynamite, complicating its commercialization. Nobel had to navigate complex legal and bureaucratic hurdles to establish factories and sell his product. The shift in factory locations. Due to the dangers associated with producing nitroglycerin, Nobel was forced to relocate his factories multiple times. 1. Initial factory in Sweden. Nobel's first factory, established in Sweden, was destroyed in the 1864 explosion that killed his brother. This tragedy led him to seek safer production methods and locations. 2. Move to Germany. Nobel set up a factory in Kreml, Germany, where he continued his experiments with nitroglycerin and developed dynamite. However, this factory also faced safety issues and public opposition. 3. Expansion to other countries. To meet growing demand and avoid regulatory restrictions, Nobel established factories in other countries, including the United States, Scotland, and France. These factories were often located in remote areas to minimize the risk to populated areas. The dual nature of dynamite. Dynamite had both positive and negative impacts on society. 1. Positive uses. Dynamite revolutionized construction and mining by making it easier to blast through rock and clear land for infrastructure projects like roads, tunnels, and canals. It played a crucial role in the industrialization of the 19th century, enabling large-scale projects that would have been impossible with earlier explosives. 2. Negative uses. Dynamite was also used as a weapon in wars and conflicts, leading to widespread destruction and loss of life. It became a tool for terrorists and anarchists, further tarnishing its reputation. Alfred Nobel's legacy. The Nobel Prize. Despite his success as an inventor and industrialist, Nobel was deeply troubled by the destructive uses of his inventions. He became increasingly concerned about how he would be remembered after his death. In 1895, a year before his death, Nobel signed his last will and testament, which laid the foundation for the Nobel Prize. 1. The will. Nobel's will stipulated that the majority of his fortune be used to establish prizes in 5 categories: physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. The prizes were to be awarded to individuals who had conferred the greatest benefit to mankind. 2. The motivation. Nobel's decision to establish the prizes was likely influenced by his desire to leave a positive legacy and promote peace and progress. Some speculate that a premature obituary, which referred to him as the merchant of death, may have prompted him to take this step. 3. The impact. The Nobel Prize has become one of the most prestigious awards in the world, recognizing outstanding contributions to science, literature, and peace. It has helped to elevate the status of scientists, writers, and peace activists and has inspired countless individuals to pursue excellence in their fields. The controversies and criticisms. The Nobel Prize has not been without its controversies. 1. Exclusion of certain fields. Critics have pointed out that the Nobel Prize does not recognize achievements in fields like mathematics, environmental science, or social sciences. 2. Political bias. Some Peace Prize awards have been criticized for being politically motivated or controversial. 3. Gender disparity. Women have been significantly underrepresented among Nobel laureates, sparking debates about gender bias in the selection process. Conclusion. A complex legacy. Alfred Nobel's life and work embody the dual nature of scientific progress. His invention of dynamite brought both immense benefits and significant harm, reflecting the potential for science and technology to be used for good or ill. The establishment of the Nobel Prize represents Nobel's attempt to reconcile this duality and leave a lasting legacy that promotes peace, progress, and the betterment of humanity. The story of dynamite and the Nobel Prize serves as a reminder of the ethical responsibilities that come with scientific innovation and the power of individuals to shape their legacy in meaningful ways.